Edge of lucidity. Yesterday's video in Tales of Power, video 2, was about lucid dreaming and about Don Juan explaining to Carlos how in your dreams look for your hands and it'll trigger your lucidity. And I read that book years and years ago, and that night I saw my hands and I became fully consciously lucid in my dream. It blew my mind. That feeling you get, oh my God, that lucid, whoa feeling, that's what hooked me. That from the very beginning, that's what hooked me. And I have lucid dreams all the time still, but I've toned them down. Why? Why have I toned them down? Why am I trying to control them, not get too many of them and try to, because you think, man, every night you'll be lucid. Well, guess what? You know, like I had one last night because we're going into this theme again. This morning, I did not want to get up. When I got up, it's like, oh, I'm back here again. Whew. Man. But this is why I'm into lucid dreaming. I ride that edge. I have to be lucid here. And then you start seeing the trees and the birds, and you get that same feeling. Wow, this is a dream. And that's why I'm a Toltec warrior, because I'm a dreamer. I love dreaming because this is a dream too. When you can realize this is a dream also, you're like, wow, and you get that same feeling. The cool thing about this dream is it's sticky. We keep on coming back here. You can keep on adding on to this dream like another episode. It keeps on adding on and adding on. We get older and older, and eventually we won't be able to come to this dream anymore. But for now, it's like, wow, how magical is this? Not only am I, because usually when I'm lucid, I can only hang on to it 5 seconds, 10 seconds, maybe a minute tops, you know. Sometimes I go 2 minutes, but that's like really rare. But I can do this for hours. Oh my God, this is magical. Everyone should be like this. Oh my God. The problem is this gets so sticky and you got to do so much here. Next thing you know, wait a minute. This dream requires me to get food. I need clean drinking water. I have kids I got to take care of. I have little other dream kids I made. All of a sudden it turns into reality. And everyone's believing their reality, that this is real. And so that's why it's so difficult, so exciting. This is a dream, but the sticky dream requires work. And when you just came from a place, I was just flying around. I can just hover and do spins and fly around, and I can morph and change things and go from place to place, location to location. I mean, I'm in heaven. I don't need to eat. I don't need to drink water. I'm just free bird. I come back here, woo, there's gravity. A thing called gravity. That's why to be lucid, you have to look for things like sun and wind, and that same gravity is magic. And we turn the normal things into the magic they originally were supposed to be, but we lost our lucidity. We were that way back in the beginning, but instead of being able to fly, we could barely even turn over. I mean, then we started crawling, and then this dream just got so normal, and everyone's believing in the normalcy of it. It just turned into this boring thing. And so that's what's so, that edge of lucidity. It's one thing when you're finally lucid, but then it's like, whew, when you're lucid all the time and you come back here, it can be depressing. That's why it's so important to stalk this dream and constantly be able to go back to magic here, because it can get depressing. When you're a lucid dreamer and you come back here, the only way to get around that is to keep on being lucid here, and realizing when you get lucid here, you don't have to live in fear anymore, because this is still just a dream, and there's all kind of magic to be had. Just millions of little universes everywhere. And yes, you still got to do your normal daily stuff. Yesterday when my dog was so sick, I had to take her to the vet, and it's like reality kicked in. You're feeling like, oh my God, and you sick to your stomach. You hope, you know, she's okay. And I've been avoiding it for a couple of days because I didn't want to. I'm just kind of playing it off. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. No, and she's not fine. She needs to go to the vet. And it's like, will you stop being indulgent, please? Will you stop indulging in fears? Will you stop I should have took her yesterday. Why didn't I? Oh, now we're going to do guilt? Now we're going to do fear and guilt? Dude, you got to intend stuff. You got to intend what you want. And if it don't come out that way, so it doesn't. But the Spirit is going to use you any way it wants to use you. If you want to intend, hey, Spirit, can you use me like this? It will. But if you're not going to sit there and make a request and intend what you want Spirit to use you for, Spirit will use you for whatever. It doesn't care. Spirit doesn't care. So you have to intend it. You have to request it. You have to get on the same exact vibration. This isn't going to be handed to you. Oh, believe me, when it's just handed to you, I love those days. And that was like yesterday's video about which path to take. How come I just can't keep on going down this path? How come I can't keep going down this path? Because you need to go down here to learn. It's not going to be handed to you. You got to claim it. You got to claim power. You got to take it. And the last thing you got to do is being self-indulgent. And when you start getting fearful, and you start getting sad, and you start feeling guilty, you are not believing in intent and magic. You think things are just happening to you because of a bad thing, or things are just given to you like a gift. When you have to intend it, you have to be lucid, you have to stalk it, you have to believe in it. Because if you don't, you're going to get so caught up into this reality that you're going to be so sad, because your dog's going to get the worst case scenario. It's not going to be, hey, oh my God, it was just hookworms. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Well, what if it wasn't hookworms? What if it's something bad? How come you were getting on me? Well, you're the one that created that reality, dude. I'm just giving you what you're giving me. It's up to you to intend stuff. And that's what, like Judas in the Bible, when he betrayed Jesus, and it's like, he was like so guilty. But he was just so scared. He's trying to make money for his family and blah, blah. But then all of a sudden, I bet anger kicks in. Like, wait a minute. Why did God choose me to do this crap? I didn't choose. Why did he choose me? Yeah, because you intended it, Judas. Something in your energy, you intended it. Like this, right here. There's the Judas tree. Right here. There's the Judas tree. And that's the kind of tree right there that Judas took care of himself on. Was right here. Same kind of tree. The guilt tree. Didn't even need to do it. Didn't even have to go through all that. Didn't have to betray Jesus. God, intent, Spirit used him because he already knew his energy of how he was vibrating, how he was going to roll. He intended it. It had nothing to do with God. It had to do with his own alignment of what he believed. And he believed in fear, and he believed in guilt, and that's what he got. So, intention, intention, intention. Choose well. When you get knocked off the path, it's because you're the one that energetically created that. And get lucid. Stay lucid. Where's my... Wait for that beep. Oh, my beep's not going off because I didn't set it. No, time to set my beeper and get lucid. Peace, y'all. Thanks. Love you, tribe.